Can you walk us through what you're thinking right now?
I just want my baby to be okay. I don't know where he's at.
Mom Katie broke down several times in our interview, but says her hope is strong that her son Sebastian will be found safe and return home.
He's gonna walk through that door and the street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says it's been an emotional roller coaster that all started Sunday night, February 25th.
Henderson, Tennessee, a quiet suburban town known for its close-knit community and scenic beauty. But in February 2024, this peaceful town became the center of a haunting mystery: the sudden disappearance of a 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. On the morning of February the 26th, 2024, Katie Proudfoot, Sebastian's mother, woke up to a day that would change her life forever. She went to wake her son up for school, only to find his bed empty and his room silent. He was nowhere to be found. Sebastian, 15, who has high-functioning autism, is described by his mother as being very smart and not a mischievous child by any means. State and local authorities searched for Sebastian for more than a week, using helicopters, drones, search and rescue dogs, and teams on foot. After the search was scaled back, a new search effort led investigators across state lines to a Kentucky landfill. Investigators with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office were searching the landfill where the trash from the missing 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers neighborhood went to. Now, officials have stated that there was no specific information that indicated evidence related to the search in the landfill. Now, the real reason for them searching that landfill was because they spoke to the garbage men from the area, and the garbage men said that the bags were unusually heavy. The bin bags were very heavy, and he found that very strange, and that was the tip-off that led them to the landfill. Now, is it possible that Sebastian is somewhere in that landfill? You see, him being taken out in the garbage would explain why the dogs could not pick up a scent outside the house. Apart from the single dog that traced him to the pond, no other dog detected his scent at all. Now, what happened to Sebastian? How did he just disappear? Miss Proudfoot said that her son took out the trash at the end of the driveway, as this was his usual chore. Then at around 9 p.m, he was told to go to sleep. He was doing something in his room, because about an hour later I heard some noises, and I was like, I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep. Now, according to one of her interviews, Sebastian did reply at this point and said something like, "Yes, mommy." After that, she never spoke to him ever again. She never heard his voice again. That's what she states. Katie Proudfoot states that at 6 o'clock, she went to wake him up for school Monday morning, and that's when he wasn't there. Miss Proudfoot scanned the entire house, as she said it's typical for him to get up and rummage for snacks, or he would dip behind the walls and playfully scare her. She said, "I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out of the doors and the windows. I was like hollering his name," she said. "I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school. At this point, I was hysterical. I was crying. I was screaming." Now, it was at this point that her husband phoned law enforcement. Now, the interesting thing about when he called law enforcement is he didn't call 911 straight away. He actually called the local sheriff's department, and he spoke to somebody that he knew there. Isn't that strange? Now, investigation showed that there was no forced entry at the house. The dogs couldn't find a scent outside the house. His shoes were still in the house. So where did he go? If he left that house, why didn't he put his shoes on? That doesn't make any sense. Guys, there's something really fishy about this case. I really do hope that they find Sebastian and bring him home safely. There's so many things about this case that just don't seem to add up. And why haven't the police been able to find anything at all. In a new era where so many people have got CCTV and Ring doorbell cameras, and yet they haven't seemed to find anything. Now, is it possible that the authorities are covering something up? Are they helping the stepfather to cover something up? You see, the red flag is that he called the sheriff's department straight away, so he's obviously got contacts there. Now guys, this wouldn't be the first time that the authorities have tried to cover something up. So has this happened in Sebastian Rogers' case? Is that why they can't seem to find any leads? He can't just disappear. Even if he walked off, surely he would have been found somewhere by now. None of this is adding up. This case stinks. Even the FBI haven't got any clues about what happened to Sebastian. This week they announced a $50,000 reward for information that leads to Rogers. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please do so now and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any future episodes. Stay safe, and until the next one.